C-Roc and I met through a guy named Grant Cardone. You'd go to a Grant event and it would be just in a massive sell-a-thon. Every single, and I'm not judging him, but I felt like it was a little salesy, right? But I myself realized that there was a situation with Grant where I had been shut down completely. I was so miserable after 2009, so upset about my behavior, about what happened with Lehman and Bear Stearns and losing all this money, and I was attacked. He said, just turn everything back on and don't care. And I told my wife, I said, if I turn everything back on with what we have, we'll reach $50 million, and this will go next level. And I was nervous, and I turned it on, and holy shit, I went from like 300 people to 100,000. We were on with Grant, went completely insane. I really became convinced that the right programs, the right investment in programs worked. And then you had me on your podcast. It was very early days. I was kind of admiring your podcast.
By the way, I didn't have anything. I just had some automation, but I presented it as if we were running the show, like it was on for years. I just stepped into being what I wanted to be, and then it carries over, you know? One thing I admire about Todd is I wrote a book called Rocket Fuel Convert Setbacks, Become Unstoppable. And I just watched Todd from when he went through that, and he cried on my show.
Oh, yeah.
And he was down, I felt it, and I just wanted to encourage him. And I just sat back now for the last few years and watched Todd's progression. And my book was all about this concept that if you take things that come your way, we all have a choice. You could store it in your tank or your trunk. And most people store stuff in their trunk where it weighs you down and slows you down, right? And Todd did that for a minute. I think we all go through this for a minute. We'll store it in our trunk, and we're slowed down. We feel sorry for ourselves. We're victimized.
Oh, yeah, sure did.
Right? But then what he did was when Grant said that to him, he took all the junk and he put it in his tank, and he started to be able to convert it into rocket fuel. And if you can do this and you understand this concept, you become unstoppable. And that's what he realized.
You do. Mike, we're going to talk again, I promise. You guys,
Thank you.
But if you get a chance, say hello to C-Roc.